Welcome to our video bulletin for Friday, the 24th of July. From today, it is compulsory to wear face coverings in shops. And so I'm sure you've all been going out and buying or making exciting masks. I've been looking at my colleagues as well to see what they've been wearing. Let's take a look. Firstly, at the Reverend Michelle Montrose. Now, Michelle here has gone for something which is clearly still waiting for the tailor to finish it off, because it does look a little large and a bit too much cloth has been cut off. But if we look now at Father Bill, you can see a slightly more streamlined, petite version. It does the job in quite a sleek way. Finally, let's look at Father Fergus, who has recycled his face mask from one of Henry VIII's codpieces. Last Sunday, I wore this face covering during our social time in the gardens outside, trying to normalise what it is to wear a mask at the moment. But we've been going out shopping as well, and we've bought this as well, which actually it's two masks in case you thought it was anything else. So yet to try those on some part of my body. Masks are not compulsory in places of worship at the moment, but this is the direction of travel, and I'd like to encourage you to add to the mitigations which we have made in our normal church practice by wearing a mask if you feel that that will be safest and most comfortable for you. And when you arrive on Sunday, if you decide you would like to wear a mask and you haven't brought one with you, then we will have some disposal ones for you to wear as well. So we will provide. However, it's not all about masks, and actually normality is what I like to stress in this bulletin. This is the week where we have launched the latest sculpture on the Liverpool plinth, which, as many of you have seen already on the media, has got an environmental theme for it, Tidal Shame. So if you haven't seen that, please do have a look at the plinth on Chapel Street, and in the narthex we've got a 4-panel exhibition explaining it all and giving the history of the competition. There are other things developing now and plans for the autumn. We've got some major events for the city and some bigger projects to do with different communities in Liverpool, which are coming up in the autumn. But I'll tell you more about those in a future bulletin. First of all, though, Fridays are the time when we meet a member of the congregation. And this week, Father Fergus has been talking to Guy.
Hello, I'm joined by Guy, which is a great pleasure. Guy, tell us about yourself, your relationship with St Nick's, that sort of thing.
Oh, hi. Pleasure to join you. I went to an Anglican church for a while in West Kirby after I was confirmed. And then sometime later, I was working in Liverpool. My organisation, which was then called the Legal Services Commission, were just up the road in Cavan Walks. So I came to one of the Lent lectures and really liked what I saw and heard around me, and started coming regularly from about, it'll be about 1991 now.
Okay, so you've been there for a fairly long time.
Yes, I believe I've been serving tea and coffee for getting on for 25 years.
Well, I was in fact born at the end of 1991. So if you've been serving tea and coffee since then, it's not the same coffee, we should say. It's always fresh.
No, I'm gonna stick with the job till I get it right, though.
Well, it's very good. And obviously, we're back now, and we were just saying how lovely it is to be back and to see you. How has sort of lockdown been for you? What's being back like, really?
I think I've been one of the very lucky ones because, to be honest, I haven't been locked down. As some of you know, I do some work for the community transport people in Neston. And when we couldn't take people anymore, for obvious reasons, we switched to taking prescriptions around the area and the other villages and such like. So I was always out, always busy in quite a nice way. And I felt a bit guilty at times because I met a lot of people who were clearly very frightened. You know, people peering around doors when I was going round.
Delivering,
yeah. Hopefully it's made a difference. We're still doing it, although it's dying down a bit now.
Great work.
That's yeah. I was lucky, but I've certainly come across people who are much less so. Very very cautious, very worried,
Mm,
and it's been a sort of sobering time, really.
yeah, I'm sure. But as I say, it's nice to have you back now in church, albeit with all the sort of measures in place. No tea and coffee just yet, but we're you know,
It felt great that first Sunday when we opened up again and ran that service. It was in a good way and in a reasonably distanced way. I hope it felt like a party afterwards.
yeah.
People were,
Oh, it
there
was.
were a lot of people back there, and hopefully word will get around that people can feel safe when they do come back. Those who haven't yet, um, hopefully we can all try and spread the word. But it's been very good to watch everything that you've all done online during the lockdown. I've followed the services, the 50 days of Easter, the the heritage stuff that Father Crispin's been doing, and it's not just me, but other priests who I know have commented on how good the material's been, and one or two of them have used it.
Thank you. Well, been a steep learning curve for us as well as we become kind of internet, filming figures. But it's no. Well, thank you. It's always nice to know it's appreciated. And as I say, it's
Very much so.
lovely to have you back. And thank you so much for talking to us. If you see Guy, watch this see Guy, go and say hello to him. Even though he can't give you some coffee, what he doesn't know about who's who and what's what in St. Nick's isn't really worth knowing. So go and say hello. To him.
I don't know about that. Probably not the most exciting interviewee you've had, but hopefully
no, not at all.
You know where the fast forward button is, so you can go on when Crispin comes back.
Wonderful. Guy, thank you so much. It's been lovely to speak to you. Thank you.
And you. Cheers. Bye.
On Fridays, we look ahead to our worship at the weekend. On Sunday, our parish Eucharist will be at 10 o'clock as normal. Father Fergus will be the president and the Reverend Michelle will be the preacher. The music from our solo singer will be the Missa Puerorum by Joseph Reinberger, and there'll also be motets by Elgar and by Foray. You'd all be most welcome, and if you're not able to be there in person, then you can watch the live stream on our YouTube channel. At the end of this month is the end of the official shielding period, which has been set by the government. And so there'll be a few things changing at this time, but not everything. So we're bringing to an end our home worship texts because hopefully more people will be able to return to church. But at the same time, hopefully in August, we'll be able to go out to see the housebound and to take communion to them. So if you would like a visit, please do get in touch with us through the church office. There'll also be a change in our digital output. There'll be different things going out on our YouTube channel. But for the time being, we are committed to continuing the live streaming. Sunday school will take place as normal. That will be meeting in the gardens, assuming the weather is fine, and everyone is most welcome. So I do hope that either in person or by joining our live stream, you can be part of our worship on Sunday.